All right. 6 teams expanded to the league. Gonna be starting off this MyNBA series. Ugh. Each team can protect 10 players. Turning off the Stephian rule. Trade approval on just to make sure any dumb trades don't go through. And I'm going to select all the teams to start off with to make sure none of the teams are getting rid of, like, good rotational pieces. Or players that just don't make sense for them to get rid of. Sixers. Getting rid of Robert Covington. Yeah, that makes sense. Bucks, I think, would rather keep Pat Connaughton than Ty Washington. Bulls. Yeah, that looks about right. Cavs. I would assume would rather keep Rubio than Ty Jerome. Honestly, just keep their top 10 players. Don't see why they would keep Imani Bates or... Who else did they? Craig Porter. Keep their top 10 players because they're contenders. Sorry if you can hear my cats fighting in the background. Cats are trying to kill each other back there. Jake LaRavia, I think, can go so that way they can keep D Rose. Hawks, definitely keeping Capella. Don't need to keep Seth Lundy. Why in the world would they not keep Jaime Jaquez? Gordon Hayward, I can see getting rid of in a expansion draft. He'll probably be the best player available. The Jazz, keeping their young pieces, yep. The Kings are a contending team. Get rid of Sasha, actually. That looks good. Keep Jalen Hood-Schifino, get rid of Cam Reddish there. Get rid of John Isaac's injury-prone self to keep... no, they can keep John Isaac. There's no one else to keep. Mavs are a team that should definitely just keep their top guys. Nets, Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie might actually be the best player available. Who are they keeping over him? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Nuggets, definitely keep KCP. And get rid of, I guess, Zeke Naji? Pacers. Why would they get rid of Nembhard? I guess that's why, because who else would they get rid of? Jalen Smith, I guess. Would make more sense to get rid of. Pelicans would want to keep. Why? Yeah. Why would they want to keep Kyra Lewis? Alec Burks, Marcus Sasser. Yeah, that looks good. Raptors. Get rid of Thad Young. I'd say they keep Gary Trent over Grady Dick. Suns would definitely not get rid of Bradley Beal. Keep their top 10 players. Thunder. I feel like Kenrich Williams is just too valuable of a part of the Thunder for them to get rid of. Keep Mike Conley, get rid of Wendell Moore. GP2 is way too important. Oh man, who else would they get rid of though? I guess gotta get rid of GP2. Gallinari, DeLon Wright, yeah. Sure, I guess keep Ryan Rollins. Ryan Rollins, PB and J are kind of, you know, flip a coin on them. And oh, that's all the team. Alright, simulate the draft. Before I do, I'm going to be the Baltimore Bullets, just that way I'm not picking based off who they draft. And I think I saw the Bullets' first pick was Goga Bitadze. I did. That's wonderful. That's a great building block for the team. Alright, take a look at the team. Oh, first get rid of control of all the rest of the teams as my cats unplug my controller. Baltimore. Oh, I do that every time. Team selection, Baltimore Bullets. Point guards, Skylar Mays, Frank Ntilikina. Shooting guards, GP2, Josh Richardson, Jaden Springer. Small forwards, Gordon Hayward, Josh Minnow, Julian Phillips. Power forwards, Robert Covington, Sasha Vesnikov, and big body David Roddy. Center, Goga Bitadze, Danilo Gallinari, and Bruno Fernando. Abysmal team. Go ahead and sign a third point guard out of free agency. See who's there. Jalen Noel. Sign Jalen Noel for 4 years. And I thought he might. No, I want Jalen Noel starting on this team over Skylar Mays. Trade away the expiring contracts. Hopefully get some draft capital in return. Let's see what we can get for Gordon Hayward. Most valuable asset we have. Can get Chetty Osman in a first. Isaiah Livers in a first. Jericho Sims in a first. I think I'll take the Isaiah Livers in a first. Now Goga Bitadze with Robert Covington. Ooh, that can get us Clint Capella. We have to trade away a second, but we get Clint Capella and Muhammad Gay. Yeah, there are no first round picks coming back for those two, so I'll take Clint Capella. Gallinari, Josh Richardson, and Skylar Mays. Package them together, see what we can get. We can get DeAnthony Melton. I don't want expiring deals, though. Terrence Mann and Ivica Zubac. We have Clint Capella, so don't really care about getting Zubac, though. Take a flyer on Marvin Bagley. Get Peyton Pritchard and Al Horford. We'd have to give up a second-round pick in that one, though. Take on Kyle Lowry's contract and get a first-round pick. Yeah, we'll take on Kyle Lowry's contract and get a first-round pick out of it. Kyle Lowry can mentor Jalen Noel. Skylar Mays, Isaiah Livers will be a restricted free agent, so I don't care that he's only got 1 year left. Skylar Mays and Frank Ntilikina. I could get Andre Drummond. Peyton Pritchard pops up again. Get Mason Plumlee in a first. Trace Jackson Davis and Javon Carter. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that deal. Wow, we have a lot of power forwards. Going to move Isaiah Livers to the 3. He gets a lot better. And move David Roddy to the 3, and he stays the same. So that leaves us with... Do I need the small forwards? Ooh, David Roddy gets a lot worse. Minnow gets worse. Livers, yeah, I assumed he probably got worse. I can live with having that many small forwards. Need to get a third string center. Could get Blake Griffin. Kenny Lofton sitting in free agency. Give me Kenny Lofton. Sign him for 4 years. Don't know if he'll develop into anything, but I will happily take a flyer on him. Alright, so going into opening day. Kyle Lowry, Jalen Noel, and Javon Carter, point guard. Shooting guards, Gary Payton II and Jaden Springer. Small forwards, Isaiah Livers, David Roddy, Josh Minnow, Julian Phillips. Power forwards, Sasha Vesnikov, Trace Jackson Davis, and Muhammad Gay. And centers, Clint Capella, Bruno Fernando, and Kenny Lofton Jr. I think that's a solid enough team for a first-year expansion team. Rather have Jaden Springer be in the 13-man over Josh Minnow. And first game versus the Toronto Raptors. Not an ideal first matchup at all. Scotty Barnes and Pascal Siakam are going to cook us.
Welcome everyone to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony.
Ooh, poke the ball free.
David Aldridge joining us courtside. It's the
Get the ball going on the fast break.
Taking on Baltimore. Here are the 5.
Layup is no good from Livers.
In the 4 for him, it's Siakam and Pirtle. Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Now here's Schroeder.
GP2 gets lost on that
Barnes.
screen.
That's
Easy
good on the
three-pointer for
assist
Scotty
by
Barnes.
Schroeder. Barnes has got the first 3 points of the night.
And I forgot to change coach settings to
Up on the board for the Raptors. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. But you know what, Greg? Still working to take that next step. What do you think is his key?
Kevin, that's an easy one. It's going to
nice
be
offensive rebound from Sasha. Makes the layup. First basket of the franchise's existence.
He's had a tremendous start to his NBA career, but I think to become that superstar, the jump shot.
All right, Isaiah Livers versus Scotty Barnes, matchup that I'm not looking forward to. Foul him, and thank God he does not make it.
2 free throws coming up. And the regular season
First free throw, no good.
Wow. I am excited to work with you again this season. Cannot wait for this.
Does make the second one, down by 2.
With you, Kev, man, you're.
Thanks, Midnight. Thanks for unplugging the controller. Oh no, you're not Midnight.
Legend, and it's always an interesting journey. We're fired up. These teams are fired up. Let the games begin.
Now here is Lowry.
All right, pass over to Livers. Play for GP2 off the screen. Open 3. Terrible release for me.
And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's Toronto. Anunoby passes to Siakam.
Ooh, beautiful block there from, I think that was Capella.
Quick off the floor.
Stop and pop the 3. I need to get used to GP2's release.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And blocking foul from Capella. Blocking him even though he's behind him.
Foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively.
I'm cool with Siakam taking 3s. He's not a consistent enough three-point shooter for me to care.
Here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Baltimore.
Pass over to Isaiah Livers. Wide open. Scotty Barnes was playing the passing lane, but no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Barnes. Here's Pirtle.
Jakob Pirtle picks it up after the steal attempt. We are shooting 1 for 6 to start the game. Not bad. Abysmal, but not bad.
Lowry against Schroeder.
As Capella just doesn't set the screen there. This entire shot clock was wasted just waiting for Capella to set a screen. Capella offensive rebound, puts it back. Our only points have been off offensive rebounds.
Getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Now here's Barnes. Tight defense on him.
Isaiah Livers jumped early. Easy bucket for Scotty Barnes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Payton. Here's Capella.
Capella, layup is good. There we go.
And it could have been a foul call.
The first actual bucket of the game.
Capella maintains the focus, though, and finishes.
Lowry against Schroeder. Pass to Siakam. All sorts of
Siakam mid-range shot.
Again, it's Toronto converting.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Lowry against Schroeder. Outside, Payton.
Lowry, wide open 3. No good. Capella. Oh, I thought I had another offensive rebound with Capella there.
Schroeder outside. Back to Siakam.
Siakam going to try to post up Capella. I'm fine with that.
Schroeder outside. He dishes it to Pirtle.
Jakob Poeltl had the mismatch. They finally found him before the shot clock ended.
This is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Lowry. Nothing on the board. Payton outside. Passes it, delivers. Lowry against Schroeder. Pass to Vizenkov. Here's
There's
Livers.
nothing going on in that possession.
No good with the triple.
No, nothing at all.
Raptors leading by 6. Barnes passes to Siakam, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
All right, they're just not going to call a play here apparently, so I'll just set a pick and roll.
There's the pick.
Pick and roll goes absolutely nowhere. Livers, corner 3, misses.
The miss by Baltimore.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now, here's Siakam.
Good contest,
Chance
causes
there to
the
push
miss.
it to double
Nice.
digits, but it's off the mark.
See Isaiah Livers running in transition.
The long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for
And,
the Raptors.
all right, DP2 draws the foul from Ojaninobi.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches.
First
The
free throw
activity
makes
will
it.
be there.
Second one,
He
no
makes
good.
1 of 2 that time. Raptors with the lead. Barnes passes to Schroeder. Siakam outside. Back to Schroeder. Plays it up
Schroeder
and banks it
gets
in.
the lucky roll
I
in
need
there.
to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Halfway through the first quarter,
And
already
so
down by
Lowry will
9.
bring it up for the Bullets. Pass to Vizenkov.
Ooh, Zinkov, open 3. Again, no good. Capella, offensive rebound. Our only source of anything has been Chris Capella offensive rebounds. Unfortunately, gets fouled. First free throw is good.
It's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
Second free throw is also
He hits
good.
both of his shots. Raptors leading by 7. Now here's Schroeder. Poeltl kicks it over to Schroeder. Poeltl with a screen on Lowry. Schroeder passes to Poeltl. And
Another block by
sends it
Capella.
back.
Lowry, I see you running in transition. Never mind, you got stopped.
Now guarded by Schroeder. Payton from outside.
OG, good contest. Good
And
closeout.
Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Schroeder against
Schroeder
Lowry.
makes
And that
another
one's
easy
good.
layup.
Schroeder's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Baltimore trails by 9. Lowry passes to Livers.
All right, reaching
Dennis
foul
Schroeder
for
gets
Dennis
the whistle
Schroeder.
that time. That is his first foul of the game. All right, Richard, with the game on the line, which current player would you choose taking the last shot?
You can't go wrong with
Another
James.
offensive rebound from
James is
Capella
up
gets
there, too,
blocked
because
on the
he
green
can hit a shot
release.
from anywhere. But you give me one shot, I'm going to say Clay
Great
Thompson.
contest there from Livers, but it did not matter one bit. Still made it.
And it's an 11-point Toronto lead.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Lowry passes to Livers. He kicks it to Payton. Baltimore moving that ball around.
And once again, we're calling to Zinkov
Here's
post-ups.
Vizenkov, covered by Siakam. 3 seconds left.
Capella,
And the
another
dunk by
offensive
Capella.
rebound, another putback dunk.
Big who lives inside. Capella
I don't know
knows
which
he's a
generic
center.
coach they gave us to
He
begin
knows
this,
makes
but he
his
is
living
getting
off
fired
scoring
because this
goals in
playbook
against
has
that good
not
team.
gotten us a single open look.
Now, here's Anunoby. His second
GP2.
shot goes in, off to a good start.
Anunoby
2
makes
for
it like
2.
GP2 just wasn't even there. They're 10
Giving
for
up far too many
14.
open
Absolute
rhythm
ridiculous
looks.
field goal percentage.
Now the pass to Capella. Back to Payton. Pass to Livers.
right,
And
play
stolen
was-
by Barnes.
That play was going nowhere
All
fast.
alone,
Didn't have any motion off ball, just had a bunch of people standing around.
Their focus coming in, terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have
And
to
no
keep
foul
it going.
called on that
The
one.
shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's the teardrop. The shot will not fall. Baltimore trails by 13.
Sankoff go for the layup. No foul call.
Sankoff missing. Schroeder against Lowry. Schroeder outside. Passes it to Barnes. The jump hook.
Good defense
And it's
there
off the
from
back
Kuzenkov.
rim. No good.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but like the defense was waiting on him that time.
This Raptors
They
team
get
is
it
just
back.
too elite defensively for us. We should not get anything to go.
Not enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Schroeder. Barnes screen on Lowry. The drive by
Schroeder just blows
And
right
there's
by
the
Lowry as if he
dunk
wasn't
to
even
finish it
there.
off.
Absolute crap
They
at cone
have
defense
owned
being
the paint
played.
so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make
Oh, they
them
got the
even
bench
more
unit in.
difficult to defend.
Some changes for Toronto. Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Barnes. Trent comes in for OG Anunoby. And Flynn subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Jackson Davis. No good from outside.
Another play that just provided less than no spacing.
Lowry against Siakam. Pirtle. Kicks it to Flynn. The three. Offensive
And
rebound.
another offensive rebound
Pirtle
from
shot is
Pirtle.
off. Baltimore trails by 15. Peyton looking it over. To end the cold
Peyton
streak.
wide open,
Siakam
no
pulls
luck.
it in.
What are we shooting from 3? 0 for 11.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Got that one up quick. Siakam's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
We eventually have to get some shot to go. We can't go, oh, there we go, nice layup from Jalen Noel. We can't go 0 for everything from 3 this
And
entire
that's an
game.
example of playing big, adapting
Free
to the
throw is
situation.
good, Jalen
Also
Noel.
relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Barnes in for Jackson. Now here's Barnes. 8
Barnes
points for
misses
him.
that one, but grabs his own miss
And he
and
lays
puts
it
it back
straight in.
through the double
He's
coverage.
got 10.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
I'm only giving this game till the end of the first quarter.
Here's Noel.
There's
Defended
ooh,
by Trent.
nice play there for Trace Jackson Davis.
The defense with that solid screen.
And then
I don't see any point in playing this game past the first quarter. This is a game we were going to lose regardless. Toronto's too good of a team to lose to this expansion team.
He understood where to put the screen.
But wanted to see the team in action, see how I play with them, and the answer is not well.
Performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And another cut play for Trace Jackson Davis. Where were these plays earlier?
Pick up an assist, then score a bucket.
Raptors leading by 14. Outside Flynn. There's the pass to
Wow.
Barnes.
The
The shot's
Sankoff
good on the assist by
absolutely
Flynn.
lost on that
Barnes
screen.
has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Raptors. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Lowry. Inside.
And another great cut play for Trace Jackson
He
Davis.
just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
Trace Jackson Davis was someone I just wanted to take a flyer on. Young piece. Saw him in the trade finder.
Barnes passes to Achua. Here's Flynn.
Oh, fouled him on the 3, and he makes it.
You've got to be kidding
Potential
me.
4-point play here for Malachi Flynn.
The shot. What a play from three-point range.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah,
Trace Jackson Davis was someone I just wanted to take a flyer on. Someone who would just be buried in the rotation for the Warriors. Missed the 3 at the end of the buzzer.
Quarter owned already
But,
a double-digit ball game.
very impressive through the first couple minutes of his gameplay.
19, and we'll be back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback.
Down by 19. Let's go ahead and just simcast out of this one. Raptors should handle this game easily. We actually won a quarter. That's more than I expected from them. Lose by 19 points. Clint Capella, 32 points, 28 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Absolutely insane, almost 30-30 game. As our bench guys hardly touched the floor. Why were all of our starters playing 35 plus minutes? Trace Jackson Davis did not make another basket after the first quarter. Everyone who played scored for us. Scotty Barnes, 27 points. Siakam, 17-point double-double. Pirtle, 16 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds. Team ended up shooting 3 for 36 from 3. 34, 8, 75 splits. Absolutely horrendous. Tied them in offensive rebounds. Had more blocks than them. Could have gone worse. I'm going to get rid of this head coach right now. Steve Porter, goodbye. Get Michael Stoffer's overpowered ass in here for as little money as I can. Hire a couple scouts because drafting is going to be very important for this team. Hire some player development people if they exist. Any guard... There's a guard guru. Shot doctor. Definitely need a shot doctor on this team. Showed that in the first game. Post D coach, Otis Newman. Perimeter D coach, Pete Weber. Good player development staff, good coaching staff. And then fill up our last spot with a physio. Player mentorship. I want Jaden Springer to be mentored by Kyle Lowry. Where is he? There he is. Giant Slayer. Pick Dodger and ankle braces. Julian Phillips, I want to get mentored by GP2. Give him clamps, give him glove. And 94 feet. Second game, facing another expansion team, so we might stand a better chance. Spencer Dinwiddie, Gary Harris, Alec Burks, Torrey Craig, and Omar Yurtseven. Before I do that, I'm going to set up rotations because I don't want my starters playing 35 plus minutes. And I also want all 13 people to be getting at least some chance to play. Jalen Noel, Javon Carter, David Roddy, Trace Jackson Davis, and Kenneth Lofton. Then put the starters back out there. The main focus for this team is going to be player development and drafting to start off with. Starters still playing 30 minutes, so still getting a decent amount of minutes. And this big stretch in the 3rd/4th quarters are the guys who I really want to try to develop. Jalen Noel, Jaden Springer, Julian Phillips, Trace Jackson Davis, and Kenneth Lofton. There we go. Everyone in the rotation is playing. Bruno Fernando is only getting 3 minutes, but he's someone who I don't think has any future on this team. Javon Carter is probably going to be someone I trade in the offseason. David Roddy, I don't see being anything more than a bench piece for us, if that even. Honestly, out of this current team, I don't know if any of them have a future on this team. But we'll see what we have. Alright, let's simcast a bit of the ways into the season. Fellow expansion team, the Pittsburgh Phantoms, should be a good chance for our first win. Close game, 45 seconds left. Jump in. And we have the ball. Kyle Lowry is hurt.
McConnell against Lowry. Pass to Livers.
Livers wide open 3. There we go. Have the lead. 5-point lead now.
Winning point guard. Kyle Lowry making the right choice there. They've got Torrey Craig. Also a Marriott 7 out there.
GP2 guarding Dinwiddie. That's the matchup that I want for Dinwiddie. Terrence Ross with the ball now, guarded by Isaiah Livers.
Now here's Ross. Back to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 5.
Oh, Dinwiddie. Oh, thank God he didn't take a shot there. He had all the space in the world. Good defense there. They intentionally foul. I don't really know if I want to hurt Kyle Lowry to be the one taking these shots, but he's the one who's going to take them. First free throw is good.
And that increases the lead to 6.
You can just see and
Second free throw is also good. I guess Lowry is the guy who won't take the shot.
Always got something to prove every
7-point lead with 10.8 seconds left. Could just be elementary from here.
They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Dinwiddie, quick jump shot, misses it.
With a rebound.
And should just be able to dribble the ball out here. First win of the franchise's history comes in our second game. First home game, first home win.
They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to...
Take a look at the box score. Capella with a 22-10 game. Livers 14-4-2 on 5 for 8 efficiency. Double-digit points for Gary Payton. Kyle Lowry. Back spasms. Okay, that's not too bad of an injury. Trace Jackson Davis shot 0 for 2 from the field. That's disappointing to see. Not a bad game all around. Shot 34% from 3. Definitely an improvement on 8% in the first game. Back spasms for 2 to 4 weeks. Leave it as is. Miles Bridges for Clint Capella. No thank you. Alright, versus the Washington Wizards. One of the worst teams that isn't an expansion team. And we are getting blown out. We won 1 quarter. Lost by damn near 30. Hurt Kyle Lowry was our leading scorer. Kenny Lofton, 10, 9, and 3 in 16 minutes. That's phenomenal. Vasenkov took 20 shots for some reason and only scored 9 points. Trace Jackson Davis shot 1 for 8. Ooh. Sim 0 for 6 from 3. Sim Trace Jackson Davis is not as good as gameplay Trace Jackson Davis, apparently. Bruno Fernando, who I don't think is... Okay, he did score. I was about to say he didn't score a point this year yet. Kuzma drops 40 on us. Poole drops 28, and he got hurt. They shot 49% from 3. That is insane. Our team's chucking up a lot of threes, which is what I want. Versus the Vancouver Huskies now. Who do they have? They have Marcus Sasser, Damian Lee, Otto Porter, Chetty Osman, Jeff Green. This is a game that I think we should win on paper. And we get blown out in the first quarter. Kind of come back in the second. Not a close game. Capella shot 2 for 7. Vasenkov is taking full advantage of having the green light. 4 for 26. He's chucking up shots and not making any of them. "26 shots to score 12 points. What is his efficiency on the season? 21% from the field, 12% from 3. Team shot 30% from 3. Gonna go ahead and stop simcasting for a while. What is a game? We'll simulate to end of the year. End of the calendar year, that is. Clint Capella and for D'Angelo Russell, no thank you. Lose back-to-back versus the T-Wolves. Lowry's fully healed. Livers now has neck spasms. Alright, we beat the Knicks 2-8 through our first 10. Not expecting this team... No, I'm not trading Jalen Well for Gary Harris. Not expecting this team to do well. I'm expecting us to be towards the top of the lottery. Wish it was a better draft class. I'm expecting us to probably be bad for a few years. Maybe we can get a guy like... no, I'm not doing that trade. Maybe we can get a guy like Cameron Boozer or... Cooper Flagg. Trace Jackson Davis is hurt. Target the top of this draft. The top end talent is just not there for this upcoming draft with guys like Mataz Buzele, Isaiah Collier, Ron Holland. This is a draft where, honestly, if I get the #1 overall pick, I might see it test out its trade value. We somehow beat the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday. Okay, so they have injuries. No Porzingis, no Jason Tatum. That explains it. Sasha actually shot efficiently, shooting 34-29 splits on the season. Still shooting just abysmally, but someone has to shoot the ball on this team, and I guess he's the one who's stepping up. John Concha for Alex Len. We somehow beat the Mavericks. Do they have Luka or Kyrie hurt? Luka, Kyrie, nope. We just somehow pulled out a win. We beat the Celtics, we beat the Mavericks, and we beat the Bucks. 9-24 on the season, that's got to put us towards the bottom of the standings. We're 34th in the power rankings. In the East, we are the worst team. The Las Vegas Outlaws and Seattle Supersonics are worse than us, though. Take a look at the stats so far, out of curiosity. Kyle Lowry's our leading scorer with 16 points. Got him, Sasha, and Capella averaging double-digit points. Jalen Noel scoring almost 10 off the bench. Rebounds, Capella averaging 13 boards. Lowry only averaging 4 assists. That's disappointing. I was expecting more assists from him. Steals, GP2, 1.5. Blocks, Capella with almost 2. Per 36. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 players with double-digit points per 36 minutes. So, spreading the ball around. Javon Carter, Julian Phillips not scoring is disappointing, but Javon Carter also under. 3 people with double-digit rebounds are 3 centers. Assists. Surprisingly not many. Steals and blocks. And I doubt it, but does the team have any triple-doubles this year? We do not. Kenny Lofton, Kyle Lowry have 1 double-double. Capella has 21. I'm going to switch the rotation around a bit. Extend it to a 13-man rotation. Kyle Lowry, they're only wanting him to get 17 minutes. Trace Jackson Davis has taken over the starting job from Sasha. Yeah, that looks good for the rotation for now. Trace Jackson Davis, Clint Capella, Jalen Noel getting the most minutes on the team. Contract extensions. Isaiah Livers refuses to resign, but I'm pretty sure he's a restricted free agent, so he doesn't have a choice. Kyle Lowry. I don't need the tutorial, thank you. Gonna test his value in free agency. That's fine. I don't care to bring back Kyle Lowry. He's gonna plummet in overall. He's 35 years old? 37 years old. Yeah, 78 overall, the highest players in this draft. Alexander Sarr, Ron Holland, and Isaiah Collier. Bronny James only a 71 overall, but LeBron's kid, so his potential is probably through the roof. If I could trade back and somehow snag multiple mid to late first round picks, I'd be happy. If I don't end up with one of the top 3. Kyle Lowry for Ben Simmons, I'll pass on that one. We have a nice little losing streak here going, 9-30. 9 wins through our first 40 games now. Not trading Isaiah Livers for Daniel House. Clint Capella pinched a nerve in his back, play through it. We only scored 63 points that game. Not a single person in double digits for us. Wow. AJ Green in a second for Serge Ibaka. Sure, approve that trade. We beat the Nets. Finally get our 10th win of the season in game 44. No real big trades happening in the association, just a bunch of small trades. Not trading Isaiah Livers for Julian Strawther. I'm pretty sure I traded away Julian Strawther for Julian Phillips, actually. Continue working on scouting as many people in this draft as possible. DJ Wagner all the way down as a second round pick nowadays. That's wild. I remember when he was one of the most high prospects in this draft. DeAndre Hunter and a second for Bojan Bogdanovic. Biggest trade of the season so far. Couple role players for each other. Got blown out by the Chicago Bulls. That's never a good sign. We lost by 50 to the Knicks there. Tobias Harris for Zach LaVine. There we go. There's a couple of actual, like, all-star level players being traded for each other. Clint Capella's back from his injury that he was playing through anyway. Trade deadline is passed. Zach LaVine to the Sixers, which has been a rumored trade. I don't like that fit. KJ Martin does not go up as an overall, so that's fine. Actually, I forgot to check the Bulls to make sure Tobias Harris and DeMar DeRozan are not listed as the same position. Awesome. Continue to scout. The top 3 are interesting. Nikola Topic is interesting. Go down a bit, and there's Matas Buzeles, Ronnie James. Bobby Clinton is an interesting hybrid defender. Like him. If I can snag Bobby Clinton in the second round, that would be phenomenal. Him or DJ Wagner. Ademara. He's another one would be a nice pickup. $11-44 going into the All-Star break. We've already clinched to be under 500. David Roddy, left shin splints, play through it. Contract extension deadline. Just take one last look. I think the only person who's even eligible are Kyle Lowry, who will re-sign with us, and Isaiah Livers. I know I said I didn't have much interest in bringing Kyle Lowry back, but I will re-sign him because that is a trade asset that we would not have had. Bring him back on $8.5 million. That's $8.5 million we can trade at the draft. All right, getting towards the end of the season, we're 12-58 right now. Are we fighting for... We are. I think we've clinched the worst record in the league. So we will be first in lottery odds. $13-65. We beat the Pelicans, and then we score 59 against them the next game. 14 wins, 68 losses in the first season. Luka Doncic wins MVP. Victor Wembanyama Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook 6th Man of the Year. Giannis DPOY. Jalen Smith Most Improved. Steph Curry Clutch Player of the Year. JB Bickerstaff Coach of the Year. And the Hawks win Executive of the Year. What did Tyrese Halliburton average? I'm curious how he... 22-10, nice. I doubt we'll see any of our players on any of these lists. Marcus Sasser made all-rookie first team. Oh, Sasha made all-rookie second team. Did his shooting splits ever come around? They sure as hell did in 37, 31, 75 splits. So we were the worst team in the league. About what I expected. Leading scorer was Clint Capella, averaging 12.8 points. We had 4 people in double-digit points. Jalen Noel ended up being our second leading scorer off the bench. Rebounding, Capella. Assists, Kyle Lowry only 3.5. Josh Minnow and Mohamed Gay did not touch the court at all this season. We actually didn't have anybody with any actual injuries. We had some people hurt, but they were all able to play through it. Kyle Lowry made the most threes on the team at a 35% split. Trace Jackson Davis shot 15% from 3 on 538 attempts. Absolutely abysmal. That's amazing. I still am going to keep him around because I'm still interested in him, but he needs to learn to shoot the 3 ball if he's going to keep chucking them up like that. Alright, simulate the playoffs. See who wins the ring year 1. And it is the Clippers versus Sixers. James Harden versus the Sixers. And the Sixers win in 6. Joel Embiid wins the Finals MVP. Iguodala, Haslam. Any players that I want to override the retirement of? Russell Westbrook, you're not retiring yet. D Rose isn't retiring yet. Staff retirements. Popovich is out of here. No Hall of Fame inductees. No jersey retirements. Alright, draft lottery. We have the number 1 odds, but the number 1 odds are still only a 10% chance. Alright, the Blazers stand pat at 20. The Bulls... The Kings drop to number 19, which means the Bulls jump all the way from number 19 to the top 4. Pelicans stay. Jumping up from 19 to a top 4 pick is insane. The Bulls desperately need good lottery luck in real life. The Heat stand. Pistons stand. So far it's just the Bulls who have moved up. Celtics stay. Celtics and Heat and Kings all missed, and Pelicans all missed the playoffs. Timberwolves missed the playoffs. They stay at 14. Spurs stay at 13. The Neptunes stay at 12. Hornets stay at 11. Is it going to be just the Bulls moving up? 10th pick stays with the Pacers. 9th pick stays with the Phantoms. 8th pick goes to the Jazz. So that means the Thunder have moved up into the top 4, like they need more high draft picks. Wizards move up. Huskies are number 7. So 3 teams have jumped into the top 4, so only one of the top 4 teams are actually staying in the top 4. And we drop all the way from number 1 to number 5. The Bulls get the number 4 pick from number 19 to number 4. The Outlaws are the only team that actually stayed in the top 4. And will they be lucky enough to get the number 1 pick? They will. OKC gets the number 2 pick via Houston. And the Las Vegas Outlaws get the number 1 pick in their first year drafting. Alright, simulate to the NBA draft. We don't have a top 3 pick. So if I could... Let's see. Outlaws get Isaiah Collier. The Thunder draft Alexander Sarr. Wizards, I'm assuming Ron Holland. Yep, Ron Holland. The Bulls pick Zachary Riziker. So we can get, like, Stefan Cassell. Nikola Topic. What's Nikola Topic's ceiling? Tony Parker All-NBA. Stefan Cassell, Jerry West Hall of Fame ceiling. But I feel like I can move back in the draft and still end up with somebody that I'm happy with. Let's trade finder this 5th overall pick and see what we can get. We get Chris Middleton, Zachary Rizker, who just went right before us. I want to stay in this draft. We could trade back to pick 7 and get Gabe Vincent. Anybody else trying to trade up? Trade back 1 pick and get Devontae Graham. I don't think that's worth it, though. Yeah, not really any trades I'm seeing worth it, so I will just go ahead and pick... it's really a coin toss between these two for me. I'll pick Stephon Cassell. Maybe. C 3-point shot, C plus 3-point shot. Yeah, I'll pick Stephon Cassell. He seems like the safer option. Now we'll throw Kyle Lowry into the trade finder and see if I can trade into another first-round pick. Can trade him for future firsts. We'll trade Kyle Lowry for 2 Brooklyn Nets picks. And let me try to trade finder like the 15th pick. 15th pick for... I don't want to trade away my 2nd round pick. Or future first. You can keep Peyton Pritchard. They're over the salary cap. Let's see, the Hornets. They can take Sasha. They can take Javon Carter. I'm not trading them a first. Trade them a 2028 second. And a 2027 second. Okay, how about our 2028 first? I'm expecting us to be good by then. We traded for the 11th overall pick. That should be a good enough pick to get Matas Buzelas, Tyrese Proctor. I just drafted a point guard. I don't need Tyrese Proctor. Pick up Matas Buzelas. Yeah. Now we'll go ahead and trade to our 2nd round pick. And we can still get DJ Wagner. Or I could get Ademara. Ademara's a bit more of a project player. But I already drafted a point guard. I'm going to pick Ademara. What team ended up with Bronny? Bronny James went number 17 to the Heat. Sign all 3 of our rookies. GP2 accepts his player option. We're going to pick up the option on David Roddy. Qualifying offer to Isaiah Livers. And we have so much cap room. I'm going to try to get Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard resigns with the Clippers. There's got to be some point guard here that I'm interested in getting. Could get Javon Carter back. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and get Javon Carter back. Sign him for 2-year minimum. Shooting guard. Take a flyer on Cam Reddish. Javon Carter signs with the Bucks. We do get Cam Reddish, though. I think that brings us to 16. Yeah, that brings us to 16 players, so we have to trade somebody. Trade away... As much as it pains me, trade away GP2. He deserves to play on a contender. Could trade him for Sam Hauser and Peyton Pritchard, but I don't want to give up a first. Could trade him to the Mavericks and get a first-round pick. Or trade him to the Neptunes, so I have more faith in the Neptunes given a good first-round pick than I do the Mavericks. And who did we get in that trade? George Niang? Yeah. Throw George Niang right back in. And trade him right back to the Neptunes for another first. Player progression. Clint Capella actually went up 1 overall, which is surprising. Noel up 2. Livers up 3. Stefan Cassell is already our 3rd best player. Matas Buzeles is already our 5th best player. Kenneth Lofton up 1. David Roddy up 2. Springer up 2. Not as much improvement from the team as I was hoping for. Trace Jackson Davis didn't go up at all. Cam Reddish didn't go up at all. Alright, so going into season number 2, Stefan Cassell, Cam Reddish, Isaiah Livers, Matas Buzeles, and Clint Capella are starting 5, with Jalen Noel, David Roddy, Bruno Fernando, Kenneth Lofton, Trace Jackson Davis, Jaden Springer, Josh Minnow, and Julian Phillips off the bench. Going to lower it to a 10-man. Get Bruno Fernando out of the rotation. I still believe in Trace Jackson Davis. And give the rest of the minutes to Jaden Springer. Springer, Trace Jackson Davis, Kenny Lofton, David Roddy, and Jalen Noel running the bench unit. Hopefully Matas Buzeles and Stefan Cassell can have good rookie seasons for us. Our first game will be versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, one of the absolute powerhouses in the association. But that is a problem for next time.